Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Unseen Pianist. In the heart of New Orleans, the city of music and mystery, lived a renowned pianist named Isabella Hart. Her life was a sonata of success. Her fingers danced on the ivory keys, enchanting all who listened. Her concerts were sold out, and her name was synonymous with brilliance. But beneath the harmonious surface, a dissonance was brewing. It all began on a humid, moonlit night when Isabella had a dream that would unravel her life's symphony. In her dream, a ghostly figure, cloaked in shadows, handed her a sheet of music. The notes on it were both beautiful and sinister, an otherworldly composition that resonated in her soul. Isabella had always been a lucid dreamer, but this dream was unlike any she had ever experienced. The music was so vivid, so hauntingly compelling that she couldn't shake it upon waking. Drenched in sweat and trembling, Isabella rushed to her piano, her fingers twitching with a strange energy. She began to play the music from her dream, the notes flowing seamlessly from her fingertips. As she played, a chilling presence filled the room, the temperature dropping to an icy low. Unbeknownst to Isabella, she had awakened something ancient and malevolent. The room darkened, and a ghostly figure emerged, shrouded in darkness. Its presence was felt more than seen, and Isabella, lost in her performance, couldn't comprehend the horrors that were unfolding around her. The room echoed with the eerie, haunting melody as the presence grew stronger and more corporeal. Weeks passed, and Isabella's obsession with the music from her dreams consumed her. She played it day and night, unable to resist the compulsion that gripped her. As she did, the malevolent presence grew bolder, revealing itself to her in fleeting glimpses. It had a skeletal face, hollow eyes, and a twisted grin that sent shivers down her spine. Isabella's life outside of her music withered away. Her once thriving career disintegrated, and her friends and family abandoned her, unable to bear the palpable darkness that surrounded her. She was now trapped in a web of haunting music, the unseen pianist's curse. In her relentless pursuit of the malevolent melody, Isabella delved into research, scouring ancient texts and seeking advice from paranormal experts. She learned that the music she played had a dark history, composed by a long-forgotten sorcerer who had sought to summon a sinister being from the netherworld. The notes were a key to open a portal, a gateway between the living and the dead. Determined to banish the malevolent presence, Isabella set out on a perilous journey to find the sorcerer's tomb and destroy the cursed composition. The closer she came to her goal, the more powerful the malevolent entity became, tormenting her with nightmarish visions and spectral encounters. In the end, it was a showdown between the gifted pianist and the malevolent being she had unwittingly unleashed. In the darkest of nights, in the heart of a haunted cemetery, Isabella confronted the shadowy figure in a final, ominous duet. With every note she played, the entity grew weaker, its grip on her loosening. Beads of sweat glistened on her forehead as she played the music one last time, pouring all her strength and love into it. The unseen pianist's curse shattered, the malevolent presence screamed and dissipated into the night. Isabella's piano fell silent, and the malevolent entity was banished, sealed away for eternity. But the cost of her ordeal had been great. Isabella emerged from the harrowing experience, her once celebrated hands forever changed. She could no longer play the piano, the very instrument that had once been her life. The music had exacted a heavy toll on her, a price she paid to save her soul. The unseen pianist had been silenced, but Isabella's life would forever bear the haunting echoes of her malevolent encounter, a dark and chilling crescendo in the grand symphony of her existence. Isabella's return to the world of the living was met with both relief and unease. Her friends and family, who had distanced themselves during her ordeal, cautiously rekindled their relationships with her. They saw the transformation in her eyes, the haunted look that refused to fade. She had defeated the malevolent entity, but it had left scars on her soul. She tried to rebuild her life, settling into a quiet existence far away from the hustle and bustle of New Orleans, but the piano that had once been her muse now stood as a silent sentinel in her living room, a reminder of the curse that had nearly consumed her. Isabella could no longer bear to play, for every note brought back the spectre of the malevolent presence. As the years passed, her friends often suggested therapy, hoping that someone might help her break free from the haunting grip of her past. Isabella reluctantly agreed, and in the hushed room of a therapist, she bared her soul, recounting the terror she had experienced. The therapist listened attentively, offering empathy and understanding. It was through their guidance that Isabella began to understand that the malevolent presence, though gone, had left a legacy. She had to confront her fear, her guilt, and the darkness within herself to truly move on. Her therapy sessions became a strange kind of duet, a journey through the darkest corridors of her mind. The music she once played haunted her memories, but it was also her path to healing. Isabella started to compose her own melodies, trying to overwrite the cursed notes from her past with new, uplifting ones. She found solace in the music she created, and with each composition, she felt a weight lift from her shoulders. One day, she invited a few close friends over and sat down at her piano. Her fingers hesitated at first, the memory of the malevolent presence still lurking, but slowly she began to play. The music she created was an ode to her strength, a tribute to her resilience. It filled the room with a warm, comforting atmosphere. As the piano filled her home with its renewed life, Isabella realized that she had silenced the unseen pianist's curse not just through banishment but through her own metamorphosis. The malevolent presence was gone, but her own inner demons had been confronted and conquered. Over time, Isabella's compositions gained recognition, though they were markedly different from the haunting music that had once defined her. Her new music spoke of hope, healing, and the enduring human spirit. She performed in small venues, sharing her story through the power of her melodies. Audiences were captivated not just by her talent, but by her transformation, and they embraced her music as a symbol of overcoming darkness. Isabella's journey from the unseen pianist's curse to a place of redemption became an inspiration to many, a testament to the indomitable nature of the human soul. Her life, once shattered by malevolence, was now a symphony of resilience and renewal. And as she played, her fingers danced on the ivory keys, conjuring a melody that was uniquely her own, a reflection of the strength that had emerged from the darkest of encounters. The unseen pianist's curse had been silenced, and Isabella had found a new song to sing, a new path to follow, in a world where the music was finally hers to control. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the story. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.